Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward.
What's up, guys? Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert geo researcher. Today, I'm just going to review Ethereum and just kind of go through ETH USD and ETH BTC and just let's check it out. This is ETH USD on the weekly. As you can see, all the EMAs are clumped together to where price is currently at. Typically speaking, this is like good confluence for support or resistance. And in this case, it'd be support because price is hovering above these EMAs. The important EMA, in my opinion, is the 200 EMA. This red one is the lagging one. And generally speaking, it always acts as like a pretty strong SR level. So as you can see back in the big run-up for 2021, there was a large gap between price and the lagging EMAs, which is generally it's pretty bearish in the sense that price usually always comes back to it. And as you can see, price dipped below the 200-week EMA, interacted with it a lot all throughout kind of the later parts of 2022. Flipped it. It was resistance here, and then it flipped support after that, and it has not been retested since. So overall, still bullish on the weekly in this regard. But if you just strip away the EMAs for a second, just really take a look at what this looks like contextually, I think that it's just an overall choppy consolidation range right now. I don't think there's truly any strong, convincing move personally. Yes, you can say this is a bullish market structure because there are higher highs and higher lows, but it's not very convincing in the sense that the higher highs are not super high. They don't convincingly break the previous highs. And the same thing with the lows. They're just kind of grinding up. So I've said this on a few other videos for Bitcoin, but it really reminds me, and this is similar of like 2019, where you see a lot of kind of just choppy price action overall. ETH went from $85 all the way up to 360. But you just kind of see a lot of this choppy price action here where it's, again, similar to this move up back in, 2019. And this move up again in after the March jump in 2020, where you do see these higher highs and higher lows, but it's not a true bull market. A true bull market is when price is just ripping nonstop and just going higher and higher and higher, like very convincing, noticeable higher highs and higher lows. As we can see here, it's not really like that in my opinion. It's just kind of just chilling out, and we're just seeing price just chop around, and there's not really much volatility. There's just not, it's not a really good trading instrument in my opinion. But it wouldn't surprise me at all just to see this, kind of consolidate here within this range of $1,000 to $2,000 for a large part of it. I could potentially see it going as high as, maybe like this $2,500 area. But in my opinion, it wouldn't surprise me to see something like this and then come back down. Maybe like 1,500 or whatever, and then we just chop around. I mean, there's going to be some big rallies throughout this range. Don't get me wrong. Like, for example, it wouldn't surprise me, as I said, to go up to 2,500. But I'm still conflicted. I don't think that $1,000 is going to come again, but it wouldn't really surprise me at all to see some late year destruction, where we get down to like 1,500. It's certainly possible in my opinion, but again, it's going to depend on the next few weeks, months, on how we get up. But overall, I just think that ETH is just in a consolidation. It's not really trending. It's just chopping around. If we take a look on ETH on the daily, I think that ETH on the daily, again, similar to the weekly in the sense that the EMAs are all below price, but not super convincing. It's just chopping around and having this slow, grindy motion, and in general, I think that ETH still underperforms Bitcoin for this bit. I think that's just, we'll take a look at the ETH BTC chart as well after this, but I don't really think this is really anything to really talk about, to be frank and honest with you. If you want, the 200-day EMA is typically proven to be a pretty strong area of support. So if you want, you can just go ahead and bid like 1800. But again, that's like it's really not that far away from price. It's like a few percent. So big fucking whoop, right? I mean, in crypto, 3% is nothing. So I don't know. I mean, I'm of the opinion that ETH is just going to keep chopping around. I don't really see any super strong, convincing moves. And furthermore, like this chart is it's not very clear to me. Like the levels are not very clear. Like yes, you have some support areas here and here, for these last two moves down. Back, 1600 for the last move, and then 1350 or 70 for the move previous. But again, not super clear in terms of like the overall support. Just like very low volatility, very choppy, etc. So, what I'm really looking for, I think, is an escape from this $2,200 area. If we see a break of that level, then I think that, as I said, 2,500 is probably the next level up. That would be like the next area that I'm viewing is 2,500, 2,500 to 2,600. I would want to see something like this where price fills this gap, where price breaks up and goes between this 22 to 26 area. But again, not really a very strong volume gap if you look at the entire price history. There's still a lot of volume transacted overall, but I just think that overall, like, again, it's not really super clear to me, and I would just basically wait to view a break of 2,200 and just sit on it. I mean, I still think that like the best option for most people is just spot ETH and just let it sit and just chill. So still remain with that idea. If you want to bid, I mean, I don't know where you want to bid. Like maybe 1,600. Hope it goes down to kind of this last SR level. But I don't know. I mean, again, it's not a very clear chart to me personally. Okay, so let's look at ETH BTC. I think ETH BTC is still, as I said before, going to underperform. I think it's going to underperform Bitcoin. Let's take a look at some different charts here. ETH BTC. I think that ETH BTC is still going to underperform Bitcoin, and therefore ETH BTC will go down. I believe it's been in this consolidation for like years, honestly. So, 2 years or whatever of chopping around ever since that big May run, and it's chopped around. And this is like kind of normal, because if you look back at ETH BTC back in September all the way to early 21, again, this was a large consolidation range as well for 900 days. So very, I think, common behavior for ETH BTC, where you saw this trading range form, and it chopped around for almost 3 years or whatever. Not quite, but you know what I mean. And then it had that explosive move up. Similarly here, I think that this probably just chops around, and then it has this next move up. But again, when ETH BTC starts to come lower, you'll probably want to scale into altcoins. And ETH BTC is generally a good macro indicator for the altcoin market. So when ETH BTC does well, the altcoin market's doing pretty well. And conversely, the opposite, or the same. Like if ETH BTC is doing shitty, then altcoins are also probably going to do shitty. So what you want in an ideal scenario is Bitcoin to start ripping and do so if Bitcoin were to leg up to 35K or something, and then ETH BTC is going to go down, it's going to underperform. That's the point in which you start to really scale into altcoins, because as long as Bitcoin is the strong driver, then altcoins will never shine. But the minute BTC takes a break, then that's when ETH BTC will start to move up. So that's kind of like the area I'm viewing. I am viewing this 05, 06 area, I guess. And, that's kind of the area that I'm looking at. But I am of the opinion that this still just goes lower, probably. So just keeping an eye on it. I don't really think this is a great trade either. I mean, I think that ETH underperforms Bitcoin, but it will eventually outperform. Obviously, there's always times when ETH outperforms Bitcoin. So, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and the support.